I can't believe that one day Trisha Paytas is going to sit down and tell her daughter that speculation surrounding her birthday was trending just as much as the Queen. Yes, you guys, yesterday was a very strange day to be online as the entire internet went crazy with Trisha Paytas giving birth memes. And now half of the internet seems to be convinced that Trisha gave birth, and not only that, but that she named her daughter after the Queen and named her baby Elizabeth. It is a whole thing, and I'll break it all down for you, including who has been posting and saying what. So 2 days ago, Trisha tweeted out saying 1 centimeter dilated, woohoo! Which, if you guys are not aware, you gotta get to 10 centimeters in order to give birth. And for some people, you can go to 1 to 10 in one day. Sometimes it takes 2 days, sometimes it takes weeks. So you can be 1 centimeter dilated and still be pregnant for a while longer. I hear people literally going to 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, and not even like being in active labor yet. So for people who didn't know this, they were thinking, oh my gosh, Trisha is literally in labor. She's definitely having the baby right now. That's what this means. But another thing that had people thinking that she was in labor was because she wasn't as active online as she usually is. Following this tweet, she did post a video on her ASMR channel, but everybody knows that she mostly pre-films all of those videos in advance, so there was still just a lot of speculation as to whether or not this baby was about to be born or had been born, but people were talking about it like it was a fact, you guys. So on Thursday morning, when Buckingham Palace announced the news that the Queen had passed, the internet went into 2 very different directions. Some were mourning and really showing their appreciation to the Queen and just saying a lot of nice things. And the other side of the internet was posting memes and making tons of jokes. And it was actually so wild to see how split the internet was and how many jokes were being made, especially once Trisha's name started getting thrown into the conversation with the Queen. Someone started a rumor that Trisha had given birth and then named her daughter Elizabeth. And people literally believed it, you guys. I mean, Trisha has such a past of trolling and just, making a situation about her somehow. And she's done this before. Like, she's definitely tried to take very big situations that are trending in the media and try to make them about herself somehow. And so for people to hear that she named her baby Elizabeth and she gave birth on the same day that Buckingham Palace announced this news, everyone was just like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, totally believe that 100% that Trisha would do that. And it was crazy how this news just started to spread like wildfire. The amount of texts I got from people that literally thought it was for real is crazy. And I mean, who knows? After all of this, the fact that this was trending and the fact that Trisha was trending and this story was trending, she might just think it's a good name with a crazy story behind it and name her baby Elizabeth. But none of this has been confirmed. None of this is confirmed information. Trisha has not said that her baby's name is Elizabeth. She hasn't even said that she's given birth. It was just a joke going around on the internet, but let me tell you, the internet really ran with it. And it wasn't just something that was happening on Twitter. It was on Instagram. It was on TikTok. And people started saying things like Trisha's baby is going to literally be the Queen. And even JoJo Siwa, you guys, JoJo was adding to the conversation. And she posted a TikTok referencing the fact that the internet was thinking that Trisha's baby is literally going to be the Queen taking on another life. Chris Clemens even came out and said that this was literally how he found out about the news, was from TikTok and hearing the rumors about Trisha and the baby's name being Elizabeth. What a way to find out about this news, honestly. Like, we are living in a new time, for real. That is literally what this all is. If somebody was going to ask me how I thought this news was going to break and how the internet was going to react to it, this was not how I thought it was going to go. But I'm here to tell you guys that as of right now, like I said, Trisha has not said what she's actually named the baby. And I don't really see Elizabeth being in the cards unless she does it now because of all this. But the baby names that her and Moses talked about were definitely far different than Elizabeth. I mean, Cookie was one of her top choices.
This has been on my like names of list, is Cookie. What are your thoughts on Cookie?
I don't know, I think like nothing that's like food.
Why? Cookie's like my favorite food though.
I don't know, just thinking about all the stripper names.
It's not, no, that's candy. Candy's a stripper name, no offense to candies.
Apple, cinnamon, I don't know.
Cherry's a good one. I like Cherry too, that's a stripper name, but Cookie's cute. I love Cookies more than anything in the whole world. I just think, and how cute, baby Cookie. You want a cookie? Like, it's just so cute.
But some point you don't want a baby anymore. It's like, well, our lawyer from the prosecution, Cookie.
Yes, Cookie. I love it.
And that is nowhere near Elizabeth. She seems to really like these very out there, unique names. And that's not a bad thing, but definitely unique names. She likes unique names. And I will say that I've been hearing some guesses on the name, and I think those things are kind of fun. So I'll let you guys know my personal guess before she says what it actually is. I think she might name the baby Presley, okay? She's been obsessed with the Elvis movie, and she said in multiple videos now that she's watched the Elvis movie a ton. And even in her baby name video where she talked about the names that they won't be using, but names that she loves, she even talked about the name Priscilla because she likes Elvis and Priscilla. So I'm just throwing it out there. That's my guess. I do know somebody that has their daughter named Presley, so I feel like maybe Trisha would do it. I don't know. And also because she made mentions about loving naming babies after celebrities that she loves. Like all of her boy names were basically like characters from Lost or singers that she likes or actors that she likes.
I really love the name Zohan. I love it. And we love that movie. That's like our movie, our thing. This one I've always loved. This one I've talked about for years. Like since I was a kid, I thought this was the coolest name. And it's Ice. Ice is just cool. Oh, Iceman, like from Top Gun. Iceman. You know, like I thought he was so cool. Gerard.
I don't hate it.
I think that's a unique name. I don't think it's like
Gerard.
Obviously Gerard Way. Like I just think that's such a cool name.
So I could definitely see this being a possibility. I've also heard that it could be Malibu Barbie, but I don't know what to think other than nothing has been confirmed and I don't think it's going to be Elizabeth. So, I mean, if you guys have a guess before she announces it, I think it's kind of fun to guess like what the baby's name is going to be. That's like a fun little thing. I don't know. I do have a feeling that baby is either here or about to be here because I think Trisha would have definitely taken the opportunity to post something about this by now. She literally never misses an opportunity to capitalize on a trend or her name trending. So I think she would have posted something, but who knows? I do think this is all just so interesting. Like I said, the internet's reaction to all of this, definitely unexpected and definitely not something that I would have ever thought would be a part of a conversation surrounding the Queen's passing. And I wonder what Trisha thinks about all of this and what her daughter will think years from now, hearing about how the internet was talking all about her birth. I will say that this conversation surrounding her birth has been a big topic as of late, and Trisha's been getting some nasty haters placing bets on even what type of delivery they think she's going to have, which is super inappropriate and super gross. I just think that's super hateful to be taking bets on how her hospital experience will go, if it's going to be a good one, if it's going to be a bad one. When I saw that going around on Reddit, I was like, that's really disgusting. Like, I don't care how much you dislike a person, but to place a bet on whether you think that their hospital experience is going to be good or bad, like, let's just manifest really good positive energy towards her. Giving birth is really freaking hard and I'm literally wishing her the best. I think it's fun to speculate on a baby name, but a birth, like, why would anybody want to do that? It's just so weird. But people have been feeling all different types of way about Trisha. I mean, honestly, for a while now, but especially during her pregnancy. And it's sad that people don't even think that she's pregnant. People still think that she's lying. I said this in my last video where I talked about Trisha and haters of hers, but truly, how do people think that she's not pregnant?
And then there's people, of course, I think like I lied about, like I'm still lying about my pregnancy, but from the beginning, and I'm like, well, you know, I've done a lot of trolling, but I've never trolled about like a pregnancy before. So especially like announce like I'm pregnant, you know what I mean? So I was just like, Okay, and some people still swear. Some people still swear. Due dates change. That's the other thing too. Is like due dates change. And I'm like, oh, she lied about this, so she could cover her drinking. Due date change, and they're so not accurate. Our due date has changed, and then even so, that due date, right? There's 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after. And again, I either feel like these are young people or people who just like never been pregnant before. I see this stuff sometimes, and I'm just like.
They're about to really be shook when she posts with a baby and keeps posting with a baby because she's definitely pregnant. She also recently addressed the fact that she didn't like family channels and she said that she doesn't like them, and now all of a sudden she has a Paytas Hackman family channel and she knows that people have been talking about it, so she wanted to address her kind of changing her thoughts on that.
Same thing with the family channel, although it's kind of silly because it's like I haven't even posted anything yet. I have this channel, the Paytas Hackman family channel, and I should just call them the Paytas Hackmans because I don't know, my husband was vlogging and I really like his vlogs and he's still doing it, so I thought, oh, it would just be like fun. He's better at like filming stuff, and I just thought like, oh, it's fine because like it'll be something we both do because he's so creative with like video and stuff. Like, I mean, he's like the mastermind behind all my ASMRs, like the green screen. He always did. He always had really good video setups and stuff. You know, I was like, oh, it's the Paytas Hackman like family channel because we're a family, but then everyone's like, oh, family channels and whatever, and no one has even seen anything with me. And like, I don't even want to like touch into like what I think about family channels, you know, because again, I think that's some sort of shaming. And again, a lot of times it comes from people who don't even have kids. I saw someone on today on TikTok being like, if you show your kids for content, that's 100% exploiting them. And I think there's levels. And here, look, when I said I didn't like family channels, I don't like family channels. And this is just my opinion. I'm literally not shaming anyone else because do what you gotta do or what you feel right as a parent. But I couldn't imagine like putting my child's like medical stuff out there if something happens to them medically, if, you know, using them for clickbait, like falling into a tank or I don't know, something like that feels weird. Like when the thing is like centered around them, or the pranking ones don't even start on that. So I see that and I'm just like, oh, like she's lying. She has a family channel, but she actually hated family channels.
But anyway, that's what's going on the internet. This is the story of how Trisha and her baby managed to trend alongside the queen, which is just wild. I can't believe that sentence even just came out of my mouth. The power of the internet really did that. But I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.